Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum. Everybody out there on the internet, welcome to Chai with Tekken for May 2021 Part 2. Because in Part 1, I was like, dude, Final Fantasy 14, dude, and I just talked about it for like 50 minutes. So it happens, whatever. Isn't it fun? Um, so yeah, Chai with Tekken, if you don't know, three things. Videos I'm working on for the channel, change the stuff on the channel, IRL stuff. And then under videos I'm working on, there's subcategories, playthrough streams, DIY, vlogs, stuff, how-tos, and other stuff. Wow, I said that incorrectly. It's fine. Let's just keep going. The other two categories have subcategories because, wow, the other two categories don't have subcategories because they are things that happened or didn't, with anecdotes and asides sprinkled in. So I'm wide awake now. Last video, I was like, I'm kind of tired, but then I started talking about Final Fantasy 14, and it woke me up. So here we go. Um, so what am I working on for the channel this month? Because besides Final Fantasy 14. Okay, so besides Final Fantasy 14, it's like I'm gonna finish Mass Effect, obviously, the third game. Taking a bit of a break. Actually, no, I won't finish it. I mean, I might if I get if like if I get my leveling done, get back to get everything to 60. But it's like I'm not in a rush because I'm gonna focus on Final Fantasy 14, obviously. So there's no rush there. Like once I'm done with Mass Effect 3, um, I might go back to Yakuza or I might go back to Disco Elysium. But that being said, it's like, oh, Disco Elysium, man. It's an interesting game. It's just yeah, I'm not making progress very fast, so it's kind of a bummer. Um, what else? I don't know when I'm coming back to Disney 2, dude. Like, it's like I don't, it's like I don't know if I can juggle two games that are like that. They're so similar, like Final Fantasy 14 and like that. But I mean, I could just play on Tuesday, right? That's what I've been doing. But I really feel no need to go back. So I think that's the problem. Is like I think until my road to 70 buff is off in July, like I might just like not play anything else because I kind of need to level up. Unless I just happen to get to cap before then I'll go back. But it's like no guarantees. I'm just like enjoying myself playing Final Fantasy at this point. So it's like I would rather level up and like not miss this small window of like 90 days extra XP when you start your account. So it's like, yeah, I think it's a possibility nothing gets added except for what's like in the queue or not in the queue, but like I've got a bunch of videos that have been like it's just like stuff I streamed on Twitch. I just haven't like uploaded it. It's on the channel. I effed up because I didn't like schedule them like I mean I did, but then I checked my channel today and apparently I forgot to like keep doing it. So I'm not gonna like put them all out at once because that's obnoxious. I don't want to like blow up anybody's video feed. Um, I mean I could, but I'm not going to. So there's that. So I've got stuff in the can. It's just not on the channel yet. Um, but yeah, man. Like, let's see. E3 soon, so definitely some E3 reactions when that happens. What else? I mean, June or July, there's supposed to be some stuff coming out. I can't think of something Nexus, that Bandai Namco game. I was gonna look it up on my PS5, but it's like it's not pulling up the pre-order section, so I don't actually know what it is. Oh, Scarlet Nexus. There we go. But like, yeah, there's. I could have sworn in June or July there's a bunch of stuff coming out, but I guess I looked back and it's not so much. So it's whatever. It's like it's ultimately I'm it's whatever. It's like not for me anyway. Because Ratchet and Clank comes out, but I'm like, pass on that. Back for Blood was supposed to come out, got delayed. Far Cry 6 just got announced, but I'm. It's like, dude, I mean, it's weird, right? It's like I look at it, I'm like, this looks good, but it's like, it's kind of the same. It's like Far Cry 3 and like Forward have kind of all had the same theme of like you're liberating these people, and it's like, why is it always the same theme? It's like, come on, because you've got like your magical tattoo guy in the third game. In the fourth game, you're the pagan min. Is You're going in, to take him down and help the rebels. And then five is the saving grace for five was like, it was actually took place in like a real world location of like Montana. So it's like, I'm kind of annoyed. I'm actually not kind of annoyed. I'm super annoyed that they pushed out on like the whole like real world settings, and they're just like, here's a fictional Cuba, or Venezuela, or whatever. It's like, come on, man. Like you can't just. It's like you couldn't just keep putting it in like a real world setting and like having something to say. That's like another thing that was so good about five. I mean, on the outside looking in, because I haven't played it yet. I have it. I just haven't played it because I got it on sale. But I just like it's whatever. It's Far Cry. It's like they're all the same anyway. So, but it's like come on, it's like if you have something to say and like you could do something meaningful and like have some sort of like narrative or story. But it's like fake country. What's the matter? Woo! We've got revolutionaries and a dictator. Woo! Again. Whatever. I mean, it's still gonna be fun. I'm still gonna enjoy it, but it's like I just wish that they wouldn't have like gone back on the real world thing, and it's like fictional country. It's like okay, none of this matters because this isn't a real place. It's like might as well be flipping Agrabah, like Aladdin. It's like okay, well, but is this a real place? No, it's not. It's all fake. It's just a simulacra of like what could happen. Ooh. Anyway, Tales of Arise. Yeah. I mean that's like way later though. It's not anytime soon. It's isn't the summer? Anyway, let me look. Actually, it says I'm on my PS5 looking at stuff right now. It's September. Okay. That game looks good. That looks delicious. But I talked about this like I think one or two Chain seconds ago is like I'm just like done day one games like effing Cyberpunk broke that camel's back, man. It's like if you're not a known quantity, I think I said this, but I'm saying it again. If you're not a known quantity, or I don't just have like a some sort of like nostalgic hook like Mass Effect, as far as like I played this game before, I know what I'm getting. Or like you're not like a known quantity like Horizon, where it's like, oh my gosh, that effing Horizon Zero Dawn is like top three last gen easily. Last video said Witcher 3 top, but or the best. My current goat for last gen for PS4 era. I would say Horizon Zero Dawn is a close second. Or it's a second. It's not a close second, dude. It's not even close. I mean, not to like diss Horizon, but it's like it's a good effing game. It's amazing, but it's a second place. But it's have you played The Witcher 3? Anyway, woo! It's like it's yeah, man. They're both open world, but it's just like that's like it. That's like where you know it yeah. They're very. It's like there's some. They're both good. Very, one is spectacular. One is. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's weird because I'm saying it's like the number two, but it's like I'm trying not to insult it because it's just not close to Witcher 3. It's like have you not played it? Sorry. Um, what am I talking about? Games that are coming out? I mean, I'm looking forward to get more info about the Stray game and Little Devil Inside and like all the little indie games because the like Kira or Cora. Wait, I think that game's coming out soon. Actually, it's in August. Finally, right? Or was it Kara? Kira. Bridge of Spirits is in August, I believe. Yeah, waiting for that one. I mean, I want to pre-order it, but I'm like, I'm just gonna wait until it's like the week of, because that's the other thing with the Cyberpunk. It's like I'm done. I mean, Mass Effect was like a exception, dude. It's like Mass Effect was like, this is the last one I'm doing this for. Like I'm gonna pre-order it full price months out from release. Okay, I know I just said that, but I realized in Walker I did the same thing. But that's because that's a different story. That's an expansion. They're not gonna delay it. Or even if they do, it's like it's fine. I'm in, dude. I'm effing on board. Effing. But yeah, like now I'm just like waiting for like the week of before I pre-order something, and then even then, like I said, unless I'm just like super hyped for it, that's like the only thing that's gonna override my uh has to be a known quantity or a nostalgia hook thing, because otherwise I'm just like yeah, it's whatever, dude. Eh. I can just wait it out. I can just wait it out for it to be $20, like Godfall. I'm glad I didn't buy that game. Or Returnal, which I mean, I haven't played it, but I know it's not for me because I don't like roguelikes. So it's like I knew I wasn't gonna get it, or like I knew I wouldn't like it. So it's like, why would I play this game? It's like, and it's a first party game, so it could be PS Plus who knows when, and I didn't have to pay for it at all. Thank you, me. So yeah, that's the other game I should have mentioned last time when I was like talking about like the terrible loot games is Avengers. Ugh. Glad I didn't buy that. Okay. Back to the topic at hand. Videos I'm working on, streams I'm working on, playthroughs and streams. So Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate comes out soon. I'll be playing that as soon as it comes out for sure. Um, but I think that's basically like yeah. I think that's like the one thing because June or like I said, June or July. I thought there's a bunch of stuff coming out, but apparently not so much. Um, but even then, I'm just waiting for E3 really because I want to see like what the dates and what gets announced. I'm I got tempered expectations, man. Like after seeing the way that they showed the Horizon thing, it's just like it's like come on, just show the game, please. Like I mean, you don't have to be super like oh look at our sweet game for 5 hours and like just be super into it. Just yeah, is it too much to ask just to show like a trailer with gameplay and release date? That's like the three things. The three things. Or not the three things. Wait a minute. Well, I guess show it in trailer form with gameplay, release date. It doesn't even have to be a trailer. As long as there's gameplay. It's like it doesn't even have to be a trailer. Just show the game. Show the game, release date. Those two things. But no. It's like it's like yeah, it's like the more this happens, the more like the less I care. It's like okay, well, does that release date? No, don't care. What's it look like? Does it like blow me away? That was the weird thing with Horizon. Is like, does it look good? Yes, but like at the same time, it was like my mind did not explode, and I'm like, dude, this is a problem. Or it's not a problem, but it's like I'm kind of glad it's a thing because it's like I don't have a 4K TV, so it's like any visuals I'm seeing are probably not going to be just like, oh, this is the best game I've ever seen in my life. But even then, it's like if I'm watching a trailer of it, it's like if that's my, it's not it's like that if that's not my reaction, on any of these other games I'm talking about, it's like if it's not a known quality, it's not a nostalgia factor, or I just like I'm not super hyped from like looking at like whatever the initial gameplay is. It definitely gets like a delisting in my in my mental like wish list. I was like I can wait for this one. Horizon though is like that so good though. Like I'm definitely getting that. Even if it didn't blow me away, it's like it still looks good. I mean, that's the thing is like it doesn't have to like be like oh look at this PS5 game, it looks amazing, or this is next gen. But it's like more of that would be nice, where it's just like oh look how amazing this looks. But then it's like it is kind of like a reality check, where it's like the graphic fidelity, increase not so much. It's like 1080, good enough, really. Like I mean, I have friends that swear by 4K, but I don't have 4K myself, so I can't really say anything until I've actually played 4K. I imagine, I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll say it. I don't care. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to eat crow now. I was wrong about 4K. It's amazing. Oh, but, until then, could care less. It's like, so are you gonna buy that $2,000 TV for me? No. Okay. Well, I, you have your opinion. You can have it, but I disagree, and I don't really care. So it's like I'd rather just, I'm really just hoping the game's just fun, really. So it's like, it's like fun gameplay. I'll take every day over pretty graphics. Um, man, I am completely off topic. I feel I'm supposed to be talking about like what I'm playing and streaming, and then like looking at like games that are coming out, and it's just, I mean, that was like what the topic I brought up though is like, what's coming out. And it's like there's probably like I mean, I guess we'll see how much we know that we don't know about, right? Or that we know that we know about or we don't know about, and just surprises and everything. But I have a feeling COVID probably like wrecked a bunch of production schedules. So this next year is gonna be maybe a bit light, but then 2020, let's see, yeah, 2022, 2023, yeah, because what was Rocksteady working on, right? Like the Suicide Squad game. Isn't that supposed to be next year? Yes. I believe 2022 was when they announced effing Suicide Squad for it, but then because Arkham Knights was supposed to be, I want to say last year, it was supposed, but then got delayed. It's whatever. It's I could look it up. I should probably look it up so I don't, sound stupid not to know what I'm talking about. But those are both in production, and then I believe now they're probably like coming out the same year because, oof, man, like I said, worldwide pandemic. So that's what happens. Production delays. Let's see, Arkham Knights. Dude, effing Google failed me. Oh, Gotham Knights. Whoops, I put the wrong thing in. Let me put this in. But yeah, this and like I don't know. I was not satisfied with Arkham Knight, so I'm hoping this. I mean, in my brain, it can only go up because I'm not going to talk about Arkham Knight. I did enjoy it, but I enjoyed it, but I did not like it as much as Arkham City or Asylum. Too much Batmobile. Let's just end it there. I it was not a bad game. It's just like it just didn't it the bar was here and it underdelivered. It was just it's not a bad game. It just didn't live up to its legacy. Okay, 2022 is Gotham Knights. So I'm guessing Suicide Squad is also 2022, which is, I mean, halfway through the year. So, Suicide Squad game release date. Nice, it popped up. 2022. Those are both 2022 now. So yeah, those are two heavy hitters for 2022 already. Um, I mean, we don't know what Bethesda's working on currently. And then, I mean, there were those Starfield rumors. I don't believe it, dude. Like, they take a long time, no matter what they're working on. So it's like, I would say 5 years dev time, like minimum. 5 years minimum for sure. Like, and then when did they show Starfield? But that's the thing is like they showed Starfield, but then they were like, we're also working on Morrowind. So it's like, if you're working on two ginormous projects like that at the same time, like dual production, like no way, no way. It's like there's no effing way it's coming out anytime soon. I don't believe the hype on that one, or I don't believe the rumors. What else is there? Ragnarok. Man, it's weird. Like I'm thinking about like all the stuff that we've seen, but it feels like it's been so long because it has been, right? Because E3 last year. I mean, that's the thing. Sony doesn't do E3, right? They just do State of Play now, which is State of Play's a. It's like State of Play is definitely like not have a good batting average. Let's just say that on like what they show. It's like you might get one thing that's like, ooh, I like that, but I'm. It's like State of Play is still not as good as Nintendo Direct. I'll say it like that. There we go. Because Nintendo Direct, I mean, that's the cool. I mean, yeah, I think Nintendo's doing a good job with those. Whereas I feel like PlayStation is just not doing a good job with State of Play. So I mean, it's getting there, but it's like now they're like more focused and they're like communicating better as far as like being able to like get people to temper their expectations because it's like to the moon literally every time that they say State of Play. So if they could like rein that in and like fix that, that'd be great. Um, but yeah, I'm ready to be surprised and like hype up the wazoo. I mean, that being said, Cyberpunk kind of just puts like a cloud over the whole thing because man, 'cause it was like a grade A example of like what is wrong with the gaming industry, right? You have like this amazing game demo of like the E3 thing, like that's the 60-minute demo. That was amazing. And then you've got like all the industry like press enthusiasts are just like losing their minds over it and just like, oh, it's amazing. The hype, 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 hype. The hype was like just palpable. It was just, it was like nobody was not excited for that game. And it's like I know people that didn't even play. They were like, "Ooh, I'm kind of excited for that game," and it's like, oh, 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 Cyberpunk. It's like, yeah, it's like that. Like that is fresh in my mind just because I haven't. It's like CD Project Red, dude. Like, oh man, okay. Thinking about this now, it's like having just played Mass Effect, right? And just like, you know, you go from like a span of like hit after hit after hit, and like games are amazing, and it's like the studio could do no wrong. And I mean, honestly, I mean, well, that's the thing though. That's the thing that annoys me is like I did like Anthem. I'm sorry. Wow, Freudian slip. I did like Andromeda. I've not played Anthem of that game. That's the thing. It's like I enjoyed Andromeda, but then they made a like, oh, we're gonna do a little four-player co-op, money, money, money thing, and how'd that work out for them? So yeah, it's just, it's like I feel it's really like I mean, man, we have not podcasted for like aimless in a while, but like thinking about it like now, as I just said that, I mean, I'm pretty sure we like discussed this whole thing about like as far as like whenever something gets really popular, a bunch of people copy it. But I guess it was like that era, right? Where like I mean, we're still in it because you've got Destiny, you've got Borderlands. I'll say like Monster Hunter. Like, let's just say there's like the three at the top. Okay, I said that in the wrong order because Monster Hunter is like above those two. Monster Hunter, Borderlands, Destiny, right? Like the 4-player, 3-player co-op stuff, and they're all like just like riffs off Diablo or whatever. So anyway, oh anyway, continue, continue. So then we've got like a wave of just like all these like trash clones that like try to do the same thing. You got Anthem, Fallout 76. I mean, to a lesser extent, the newer Ghost Recon games. I don't want to say Division because it's not trash. It's just it's not good. It's not as good. It's like it's just a Me Too. But then Ubisoft went through like a weird era or like a weird phase when like all their games were the same. So it's like I feel like I don't need to play any of their games, which is a whole thing. Kind of also I'm kind of like whatever on Far Cry 6. I mean, I'll still get it, but it's like if you played one, you kind of played them all. Ubisoft's just doing. At some point, it felt like every game was the same. It's like open world, go get the thing, unlock the map, go do this, go do that. It's like check, 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 check all the boxes, and it's like yeah, it's like at no point did I care about Assassin's Creed Valhalla because I haven't played Assassin's Creed since the third game. Yeah. I mean, I bought the pirate one because everybody's like, oh, it's got ships, it's awesome. But since then, I've not bought any, and I just stay away from it because it's like there's no soul there. It's like there's no narrative of as far as like these games are all connected because they're in the same universe. Yes, but it's like, is it like it's like yeah, it's like it's whatever. It's just it's yeah, it's like there's no like connective tissue that makes it like oh this is such a great 10 game series. It's not like the MCU. There we go. It's like there's so many Assassin's Creed games that like if it was quality and it was like the MCU and it was like oh I can't wait for the next one to like do whatever fill whatever plot gaps are from the last game. But it's like no, it's like I don't effing care about that crap. It's like it's not a focus. So it's like it's just disposable garbage that's like open world do the thing, unlock the map, kill the thing, get the upgrade, blah blah blah. So could care less. And then everybody said that. Well, not everybody, but like I know people that were just like so burnt out on Valhalla. They're just like, I want this game to end. And it's just like it's like a weird like hearing them talk about it. You would think they want to be euthanized because it's just like, oh, this game's not ending. I want it to end. It's like, oh my gosh, is it that bad? It's just like no, but it just doesn't end. Why is the game not ending? I'm I'm off topic. I don't care anymore. It's whatever. Um, so yeah, geez, getting back to the topic at hand though, because I'm just like yeah, I totally effed up this week on Jam. I'm sorry, this month. I'm totally off topic. Trying to get back onto it. All right, here we go. So Final Fantasy 14 is locking everything else out. Um, if I get around to it, I get around to it. There we go. So yeah, I try to get these other videos that I've scheduled so that they're popped out every day. Cause I've got Mass Effect. I got a couple more parts of Mass Effect done, and then that's gonna be like on pause until I come back to it. I've got a ton of Final Fantasy, so I can keep that going for like a while. But even that's gonna run out. Like I haven't made like many new streams for it, so there's that. Also, I'm kind of annoyed because like the last stream I did was like really good, but then I got blue screened. I've had that issue too on my PS5, but it's more of a connection issue. It's not like a PS5 issue. It's my internet's not as good as it used to be. So sometimes I stream and there's no video. It's like the last one was so good. I did so much stuff and I got so much done. And I was like, oh man, that was a great stream. And like go to see it and it's like, oh, it's a blue screen. Awesome. That happened with the Airways Golf as well. So it's like we had a good match. It was a shootout, and then it didn't get saved. So I'm super bummed out about that. Whatever. What can I do about it, right? There's something I wanted to talk about, and I can't. My lost my train of thought again. Damn. Anyway, but yeah, for the most part, Final Fantasy 14 is gonna be the flagship for a while until July, and then if I feel like playing anything else, I'll probably go over and play some Mass Effect. But like I said, the priority right now is just leveling up, and then you know I get time to play stuff. I'll play. I mean, I have time. I have time. But it's like I'd rather just like I said, just want to focus on leveling up while I got this 90-day window. So until the 90-day window is closed, don't expect much besides that. That being said, I looked at my channel stats as they've been going up and up slowly, and I should have put this at the beginning because now it's like behind all this weirdness. But whatever. I'm slowly approaching 2,000 subscribers, so I'm thinking of doing something for it. I've got something in my brain. I'm not gonna say what it is, and I don't want to give any hints. But I also don't expect that to happen anytime soon though, because it's like I'm not gaining like 100 a day or something. It's like it's a pretty slow, steady process of like 5 or something. I get it a day or something, or like 5 a week. I'll get there eventually. I'm not really like, oh, I mean, yeah, it's like it's whatever, dude. It's like it's just a number. I'm not like super like, oh, yeah, so awesome. It's like the channel's so old and decrepit and just run down and just I'm always thinking of like starting another one because I'm like, man, I kind of messed up on this one and like there's so much there's there's so much filler and so much like dead weight and it's just like effed up and I don't know video editing and it doesn't look very professional or good. It's just yeah, it's whatever. It's like if I ever want to do other things, it's like I don't want to put them on this channel because it's like everything here is just like topically it's the same, but it's like quality wise. So, but then it's like running 2 channels is just that's a lot of work, more work than it's worth. Because dude, the amount of content ID claims I get, and I just don't even mess with them. I'm just like, I'll do it. Like it's like I get the email and I'm like, I will, I'll come back to this, and I never come back to it. I can make like a whole day of that, and it's just like it's just an annoyance. It's just, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Vlogs. I have an idea for one, but it's like I've had it all throughout lockdown, and like it never happened, so it's probably not happening now. So, but I've got the brainstorm is happening all the time, but it's like I just never get around to production phase of like making the thing. And then like now I'm Final Fantasy, so it's not happening. Final Fantasy 14 is just like taking over my life right now. So basically everything that I was probably gonna do, I'm not gonna do. So yeah, because I'd rather just play that. Let's see. It changes the stuff on the channel. I need to make that new channel trailer eventually. Dot dot dot. But it's whatever. It's like I need to make the new channel trailer. I haven't got around to it. I don't have any plans to get around to it. So, I mean, I think okay. So middle of July is when my buff and Final Fantasy runs off or runs out, which means end of July is trying to check in for July. So maybe August I could do some. Cause like I said at the end of the last videos, like I haven't done a lot of stuff on my socials as far as like Facebook page and all that stuff. So it's like I need to like come back and like resurrect all that stuff. So I guess like August is like maybe the earliest that'll happen if I do anything like that. But yeah. Changes the stuff on channel. Besides that, not really anything really. Then IRL stuff. It's really funny because like I only like made like a passing reference in the IRL stuff on the last video. But I think I just want to end it positively. Let's keep it positive this month. It's nice. I mean, well, it's raining outside, but like the rest for most of the rest of the or like it is the season of like it's June and this or it's like May into June and it's summer and then it's sunshine and hot weather and go outside and have fun after a year being stuck inside in the pandemic. So I'm not going to say what I was going to say in the last video about obstruction and filibustering and having the majority but not be able to pass legislation. It's great. Ugh. Or like even though it's democratic republic difference versus a democracy, they're not the same thing. What are the differences? Oh, it's not just majority rule. Isn't that great? Wouldn't it be nice if whatever. Or like nothing will fundamentally change. Isn't it great to be boring, boring, so super boring, and like depressingly boring? But hey, at least it's not like hair on fire, world-ending tweets every week. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna go there. I kind of went there, but I didn't. I held. I held back. I could have went harder on that, but it's whatever, dude. It's like, I mean, it sucks. It's just. I feel like, I mean, I love how I just like said I wouldn't talk about it, and I'm like, I couldn't. Well, now that I just like primed myself into it, I'm gonna do it. But like, it just felt like we're just like frozen in stasis as like everything around us is like burning, and it's just like nothing is happening. It's like yeah, it's like before that, it was like you had two choices. It's like, and there's all these things burning around you. The fire's getting worse, and it's like we were frozen in time because that's the choice that we picked, and like nothing got done. And it's like now we're still like in stasis as things are breaking down all around us, and everything's getting better. And it's like oh, and by the time we realize it, it's gonna be too late, and it's like, well, at least I live inland, away from water and the ocean. So there's that. But hey, if like, the climate crisis goes like super off the rails and there's like crazy severe weather every day, wouldn't that suck? Because I live in Tornado Alley, so it's like, fortunately, unfortunately, we'll see what happens. But it's like yeah, also air quote back to normal, where like shootings and things are happening every day, so I should just buy a bulletproof vest and see, well, if I don't die from a mass shooting because I've got a bulletproof vest on and I get like, one to the vest and I survive, or maybe more than one because that's how bullets work. Uh, maybe I can like survive that, but then like, because we couldn't, you know, address anything as far as like the crisis in the climate and like things just got worse and worse and worse. Some sort of like, catastrophic weather event killed me. So you can't just yeah, you can't just put a helmet on or a bulletproof vest or a what are those things called? Seatbelt? Yeah, there's no easy solution for that stuff. So whatever. Whatever. It's all whatever, Tekken. Oh. All right, so yeah, that's it for Channel Tekken for May. Part 2. Um yeah, not really a lot going on cuz I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 and I don't really feel like doing anything else. And yeah, I filed taxes and I got money back even though all I did was like take money out of my 401k, so that was cool. But then I can't spend it on anything because I need it for things that are more important. So, but then it's cool because it's like, I'm at peace right now because it's like I, it's like I got rid of my Amazon Prime. I did that at the beginning of the year. Netflix is out because it's like I don't need it. I mean, the thing with Netflix is like I will just get it like whenever there's something I want to watch on Netflix because it's like, but that's the thing is like I don't think I used it all of May. Maybe like once. There's a documentary I watched recently that's pretty good. But like the like knowing that I don't use it every day or very often, and like I'm paying for it, it's just like, why am I paying for this? And it's just like it's kind of like insurance. It's like, why am I paying for this if I don't need it? And then it's like, why, like, yeah, just cancel it. So it's like I just did. So, and then like the cost of that, I can just it's like I can just incur the cost and like put it towards something else like Final Fantasy 14. So it's like a much better thing. But like yeah, like Cobra Kai new season, like Witcher season 2, whenever those come back, or like if there's new season of like Dark Mirror, it's like only my favorites, dude. It's like, or if they ever add like more episodes of Sword Art Online, because that's I was like at some point I was watching Naruto, but then I think season 2 I stopped, or 3, I can't remember. It was after the tuning. Okay, it wasn't after the tuning exams because the tuning exams have like a break. It was the break after the tuning exams when like Naruto's about to get trained by Jiraiya. Like when he first meets him, like they haven't even started training. That's why I stopped watching. So I actually like I had never watched Naruto before. So okay, I'd seen it, but I hadn't watched it. So I was trying to watch it, but like after the fight on the bridge in the water village, it took 8 episodes, and I'm like, oh, this is one of those animes. I'm like, I don't know if I have the time. I would like to watch this, but this is going to be a slow burn. It looks like, so I will just I'll come. I can come back to it, dude. It's like it's always gonna. Okay, it won't always be on there, but it was good. I enjoyed it, but it's like, dude, I'd rather do other things. Like that's the other thing. That's the other thing. Like in my life right now, like where I'm at is like, what would I rather do with my time? It's like it's not watch stuff on Netflix. It's like I'd rather play something. Like that will always be. But like playing a video game to me will always have like the highest priority over whatever other crap. Because it's just not as fulfilling to me as a person, or just I don't just enjoy it as much. So it's like, why would I pay for Prime to get like another streaming service I don't use, or like free shipping when I like never buy anything? And it's like, what the f? What am I doing? Cancel. And then Netflix, it's like, it's all this stuff to watch, but I never watch it because I'm always playing something. Why would I? I'm literally paying for something I never use. Why would I do that? Cancel. It's like done. It's like so. It's like yeah, easy decision. No regrets. So yeah, but like I said, when the good stuff, when my favorite stuff comes back, which are Black Mirror, F and Cobra Kai, I'll just get it for that month, and then watch it, and then cancel it again. So it's fine. I've figured out a way around the whole like paying for it all the time but never using it, like insurance. All right, so yeah, that is it for China Taking Part Two. Got like super weird at the end, but like I said, IRL, dude, what's happening in real life? It's things get weird in real life. That's what happens. But also thanks for all the comments about the sombrero. I've had a lot of comments about people saying wear the sombrero tag. We want to see with the sombrero. Um, I should put like a bounty up for that. Like get me to 5,000 subs and I'll do it or something. But it's like it's whatever, dude. I'll do it eventually. Not anytime soon. At my time and place of choosing, I shall wear the sombrero. See, and then yeah, you'll all be like, oh, cool. Oh, dude. Speaking of, okay, I'm gonna end the video, but before I do, there's some other prop that I got that I want to show. That people will be like, oh, why don't you do the thing, Tekken? So feel free to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends, and all my stuff's in the bottom for the socials in the links. And until you hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'll be signing off in one moment after I do this quick little bit or quick thing, because otherwise people will be like, why don't you do the thing?